Hey gang, thanks so much for tuning back into the channel. I am Brian, and today I want to give a thank you and also an apology. So this has been a crazy year so far. It's what, May now? So almost half the year of 2023 has gone by, and the channel's been doing really well. No thanks to all you awesome folks. But I do want to apologize because about 2 months ago, I advised that I was going to be giving away a 30,000K subscriber power station. And that didn't happen, and let me tell you why. It's because the power station that was sent to me to do the giveaway on was utter trash. So if you're gonna go buy, or don't go buy, a Dino power station, that's all I'm gonna say. So that's why I didn't give it away, because I test these things before I give them away to make sure that they're good, and I don't wanna give away junk. So that's why I didn't do the giveaway on the 30K subscribers, because that power station, I sent it back to them. I said, don't send me another one. Absolutely terrible. So we're up to almost 33,000 subs now, so I'm a little bit late to the table on this whole giveaway thing. So with that, I just want to again express my gratitude and thank every single one of you folks who have subscribed and who watch the channel and who watch my silly little adventures almost every week. I have a blast doing it, and so as an appreciation or token of my appreciation to all of you folks, I'm just going to simply be giving away something that's a little bit better than that original power station that I got. So luckily, and thanks to the great folks over at BLUETTI, they sent me one of their EB70s. And this unit is absolutely brand new. I took it out of the box. The box is right here. So brand new power station. I have tested it. It does work like it's supposed to. It's not gonna blow up on you. The Dino didn't blow up on me, but this is a good power station. All you folks have probably heard of BLUETTI, so this is a rock solid power station. And I also promised you folks I wouldn't do any more reviews on this channel, which I'm not doing a review, but I do have to tell you what it is I'm giving away. Absolutely free of charge. I'm going to pay for shipping on this thing. So this is the EB70s. It is a 716 watt hour lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry inside this thing with an 800 watt inverter up to 1400 watt surge. So typically for everything that I use in my truck or on a camping trip, this is going to be absolutely more than enough. I'm not going to be powering anything that needs more than that. If you're going to be using this for something in your home, a heat gun or something, it probably won't work, but for what we use it for, I think it's going to be more than enough. It's going to run your compressor fridge, it's going to run your lights, charge your phones during a camping trip, throw this in the back of your RV or your truck or your car or your tent, whatever the case is that you're going to be going out and camping with. This little power station should be able to tackle all of the things that you need it to tackle. So again, lithium iron phosphate, so you're going to get 3,000 cycles, which is absolutely perfect. It's a safer option than lithium ion. It is a little bit heavier. This thing weighs about 22 pounds, okay? So it's not throwing your backpack type light, but again, it's BLUETTI, it's a good power station. A little bit more things about this. You're gonna get two 100 watt power delivery outputs, so you can charge via USB-C at a faster rate than a typical USB-A. You're gonna get two of those outputs, and then you're gonna get two 5 volt, 3 amp standard USB-A outputs as well. Also two 5521 ports. And a lot of people don't utilize, I don't think, these 5521 ports. I love them because that's how I hook up a lot of my lights inside of my truck to a 5521 barrel adapter, and I plug those into here to keep my USB-A ports free. So I actually use these ports. A lot of people don't, but you get two of the standard size 5521 ports, and of course your cigarette car style charging socket, and this is rated at 10 amps. So again, you can run your compressor fridge just fine without any problems. Now you're going to get 4 AC outlets, and again, these are rated at up to 800 watts pure sine energy, so you can hook up your MacBook or your laptop or your Windows PC or whatever, and it's going to give you pure clean energy, and it's not going to damage anything. Heck, you can hook up a TV or a projector if you wanted to out camping, but with it being pure sine, it's not going to damage those sensitive electronics. So 800 watts max for all 4 of these, or 1400 watt surge. Sorry about the break in action. My wife just pulled into the driveway, so I had to stop the camera, but back to where I was. So I think we were talking about the AC outlets. You also have a 15 watt wireless charging pad up top, so you can place any type of phone that's got wireless charging abilities set it right there on top, and it's going to charge your phone at up to 15 watts. So you don't mess up, or not mess up, but you don't use an extra one of these ports that you could be using to charge a light or running a light or whatever you want, but it's not going to take up an extra port. So you can put your phone on top of the EB70s just fine, and it works great. Let me show you what you're going to get also. So obviously you're going to get the main EB70s, and in this brand new box, as far as how you're going to charge this thing up, and I'm trying to run through this pretty quick, guys. I know it's kind of boring, but here's a box with all of the goodies inside it. So you're going to get your warranty card and, of course, your owner's manual. You're going to get your AC charging brick, which this does come with a charging brick. You know, I wish it didn't, but it's free. So this will charge this unit at up to 200 watts. You get that, then you're going to get your 8mm barrel plug to MC4 connectors to run a solar panel. This will take up to 200 watts of solar panels. Let's see, 12 to 28 volts. So your typical 200-watt solar panel should be fine. One 200-watt solar panel or a couple of 100-watt panels, depending on how you wire them together. But long story short, it'll take up to about 200 watts worth of solar, and you get a charging cord for it. And you also get a DC cigarette-style charging cord to plug into this, so you can charge this up on the road via your car cigarette adapter or lighter. So you get all of these cords, of course, comes nice and tidy in this little box. That is what I'm going to be giving away, just as gratitude and to say thank you. I think this is a really nice power station. BLUETTI makes some really good quality stuff. It's not some kind of no-name brand off the Slowboat Express. So it's a good power station, and I think if any of you guys or girls that win it, you're really going to enjoy it. Now, I'm not going to go through all the testing and all that boring stuff to show you that it can run a heat gun. That's kind of stupid. So the only test I'm going to show you, and it's what I get asked the most all the time, is how long can it run a compressor style cooler or refrigerator, because that's typically how a lot of us use these things out on a trip, is to power a little 12-volt cooler. So let me get that set up, and I'm going to start a watch, and I'm just going to show you starting from 100% on this battery, and until tomorrow about this same time, I'm going to come back and check in and show you where we stand. Okay, so if you can actually see me, this test is going to actually put this little battery station to probably a little bit harder use case than normal, because I can't find the DC cable for this Iceco fridge. I think it's in the RV, because this is what I use, what I've been using in our RV, simply because it's the best 12-volt cooler that I've ever had. I have a lot, or I have a few of them, and they're all very good coolers for the back of my truck, but this Iceco, I truly wish I had a second one to give away to you folks, but this one's mine, and it's what we've been using. You know, if you do win this, you might, if you were in the market to buy one of these power stations, you might want to take that money that you were going to use to spend on one of these and look at one of these Iceco fridges. I can promise you this has been the best 12-volt fridge that I've ever had. Granted, you know, they make Dometics, which are way more expensive, but this thing has been awesome, and it keeps things cold outside of our RV. Anyway, I digress. So I've got the AC on, so I'm going to be using the inverter on this thing, which takes a little bit more energy, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. We are at 100%. We're going to get the Iceco cooler cranked down to around 35 degrees. And just to show you folks, it's hot out here. I don't know if you can tell that I'm sweating, but it's 82 degrees inside that cooler. I don't know if that's focusing, but it's 82 degrees. So anyway, I just kind of want to show you folks how good this little power station is. And it's 2:13 in the afternoon on Saturday. So I'm going to come back around 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, hopefully, and show you folks where the battery sits, just to give you an idea of what you can use this thing for if you do win it. And then I'll go over the rules and all the good stuff for this, because YouTube makes me put rules for giveaways. I have to do it. Sorry, but it's just part of the game. So we'll check back in tomorrow. Well, hey gang, it is Sunday. It is the next day. It is approximately, well, it is 11:01 a.m. So this power station has been running this Iceco cooler for about 21 hours, and this cooler is empty, which makes it harder for the power station to run. And we're sitting at 37.8, if that shows up. So the power station is at 40%. So to answer your question, this is a good power station. It's going to power your cooler for longer than you're going to need it to. If you don't have a chance to recharge this, you know, going on 21 hours, this could probably make it for up to 30 hours, depending on your use of the cooler. Now, this cooler is very efficient and it holds the cold air in very well, but typically any cooler, this will obviously run it overnight for you if you have to. So it's perfect for tent camping, backpacking, you know, going out in the woods without electric hookup. This will power your devices for at least a night, probably more depending on how you use it. So again, folks, I'm going to pay for shipping for the BLUETTI power station. All I have to do is get in touch with you if I pull your comment, and if I can get an address, I will ship it to you for absolutely free in the lower 48 states. Sorry if you are not in the lower 48, but I just can't ship it outside of the USA. So gang, again, just token of my appreciation for you folks following along this little silly channel of mine. And so as a thank you to all of you, I want to give someone away a decent, good quality power station, which is, in my opinion, this BLUETTI is going to fit the bill for pretty much everything that you need. Now, YouTube makes me put rules on the giveaway, so check the video description below for all of the rules that you have to do. It's actually very simple, but I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, so I have to put rules down there in the video description. So check that out, and you'll see when I'm going to pull the comment and what has to be done. So it's very easy. But anyway, folks, thank you again so much for following along the channel, and whoever wins this, congratulations, and I hope you enjoy it. So until then, we will see you next weekend. Take care. Oh, and one thing I forgot to add, I did find the DC connector, the DC cord. I found it about 10 o'clock last night, so I took it off of the inverter and I plugged it into the cigarette DC output, which is also a little bit more efficient than running this inverter. So if you're looking at this and saying, hey, Brian, you hooked that up with the AC side yesterday. I did, but I found the DC cord, which I couldn't find during the video. So that's why it's hooked up to the DC output now instead of the AC output. Now we're gone. See ya.